and welcome to the 6 must-have items for Mantrailing. First off, let's start with the harness. It should be Y-shaped and allowing for full range of motion, as well as sitting lower in the front, so we can guarantee that your dog can have airflow at all times. Top tips: try on different harnesses to see which one your dog is most comfortable in while working. So try them out as the dog is working to see which is the best fit. To ensure as well that, some harnesses may be fitting bigger dogs better than little ones and vice versa. So just see and try them out. Second, long line. We have super grip leads, leather leads, biothane, and fabric leads. So super grip is they have a rubber worked into the fabric. It's very good, I think, for very strong dogs. Gives you another bit of grip to hold on to. Then we have leather. There is round and flat leather lines. Then we have biothane, which are lighter. They're easy to clean, but also they can be a bit slippery when it's wet, depending on how strong your dog is. And then fabric, which can get quite soaked if it's wet, depending on where you are. This is really dependent on how you like your lead. Yeah, so how the handler likes to work the lead. And just make sure, top tip, that the long line matches the dog's body weight. Now, depending on the line as well, you want to make sure you've got those gloves ready, depending on how heavy your dog is as well. Those gloves are there to prevent rope burn. So in case your dog does give you a good pull, make sure those gloves sit tight so you don't get any other leisures on your hands while working. And it's better as well because you got a better feel in the line. So top tip: sailing gloves for strong dogs is my top tip personally, because I think you still got a good feeling in your hands and for the line, and they sit nice and snug. Scent article. This is the item that contains a specific person's scent. So the scent that the dog is looking for. You can have that in a resealable bag, or for example, a jar, or just the item itself. It depends a little bit where you're at in your journey. Now, that scent article can be made out of fabric, for example, bandana, or hardcover such as phone or keys. That can be a total different scent article. Could, for example, be a car seat as well, or a person itself. It really is entirely up to what your instructor is working on with you at this moment. So top tips: make sure to put your scent article on, if it's fabric, for example, during your ride to the Mantrailing session. Rescents it again. And please wash it once in a while as well to make sure we get rid. Actually, I would probably wash it after every session, or use a different one to make sure you get rid of any contamination on it as well. Ensure your items can't break easily. So if you have phones and it's raining and you put it down on the floor, probably not so good. Or if the dog should potentially grab it, make sure they can't break. At the beginning, use fabric as it's said to be able to hold more scent. Now, the reward, that can be food or toy, depending what your dog prefers and what your instructor sees fit, as well, knowing best the game of Mantrailing. Top tips: bring enough food rewards for multiple trails. It should be worth it for your dog. If you reward with a toy, make sure your dog can easily perform the out cue so you don't get in discussion with your dog while you're actually having fun together. Also, you need to be aware that if you reward with a toy, that the trailier should be instructed properly and able to as well to play with the dog properly without having any possible injuries. If you are rewarding with food, make sure you have 2 pocket-sized containers to put the food reward in. Please make sure that those containers don't leak to avoid a mess in the trailier's pockets. I like fish, but I don't like it in my pocket smelly. So yes, 2 pocket-sized containers, because you'll find out on your training session. So make sure all the time, at all times, safety first. Go out there and have fun.